If you have a job right now, this is probably the safest time in your life to start a YouTube channel. Because the worst time to start a YouTube channel is when you actually need money, which is exactly why you should start one while you still have a job. Because your job is currently helping you fuel the future you want and allows you to run tiny experiments between your 5 to 9. A lot of people, they start businesses from panic because they need money as fast as possible. But that's actually the worst possible position you can be in, because when you're desperate, you'll be making quick fix decisions, such as undercharging, having random clients that don't serve your long-term goals, chasing trends, and eventually burning out. When you already have income, you can think more long-term, you have the opportunity to experiment. Like I've been doing with Neosphere, you can build slowly, you can improve your skills. Your paycheck is basically buying you time, so if you have a 9 to 5 right now, be grateful for it. That job is not trapping you, like so many creators will tell you. It's actually funding your escape plan. And weekends are your greatest weapon here. If you can get yourself to work 5 hours on Saturday and Sunday minimum, then you can make incredible progress in a couple of months. To realize you have a big advantage because you have the safety net of a job to really propel you forward. One thing you might have not considered either is your job is already giving you content. A lot of people, they will all think they're niche, they don't know what to talk about. But meanwhile, you literally live your niche every day. Your work already gives you stories, problems to solve, lessons, frustrations, there's systems and there's mistakes, there's so many things you can talk about. I mean, from the work I've done, I've mentioned my chemistry and lab job a lot here on this channel, the things I've done without revealing company secrets, of course. But yeah, there's so many things you can talk about. I talked about my photography career, landed clients, made my first 5 figures with photography. Starting this YouTube channel is kind of like a job at this point since I'm doing it consistently. You literally have endless amount of content if you tap into what your job is already giving you. Another misconception online is that you need a lot of subscribers. You might think you need 100k to be able to live off your personal brand like YouTube, but you honestly don't need a big audience in order to monetize and to land your first couple clients. If you are dreaming of turning YouTube into a career or building a personal brand, you just need to know how to attract the right people that you want, and not millions of random viewers. If you post some random TikTok slop just for the memes and for the fun of it, then of course you're not really gonna monetize unless you get millions and millions of views consistently on a weekly basis. But there are channels out there with less than 1,000 subscribers that makes 5 figures a month. It sounds ridiculous saying that, but it's a lot about the offer you have to sell and the actual type of people that your audience attracts. If I was just using YouTube purely for monetary reasons, this is not the niche I would get into. But again, I am optimizing both for fun, long-term fulfillment, and also to monetize this slowly and surely over time. As you might have heard in one of my other videos, I already have a client from this YouTube channel, and I am having conversations on a weekly basis with my subscribers on calls and also in the DMs. And by the way, if you currently have a YouTube channel with some videos on it and you want to grow faster, you want to monetize it, and you want to be better at connecting with your audience, shoot me a DM on Instagram, then I can potentially help you do that. Anyway, the next reason why I think you should start a YouTube channel if you have a job is your job protects you from stupid decisions. It basically adds this layer of safety, this pillow that you can lean on, that in case you overspend too much in a weekend, or you decide to do something with your business, like investing in a high-ticket course or taking up too much work that you don't feel like doing, you can outsource that work to freelancers because you actually have the means to do so through your job. Or you actually have more money to help you put out the fire if you accidentally bought a new motorcycle because you just absolutely wanted it and couldn't wait to buy it. So even if you make some stupid decisions, your job will basically serve as an airbag that takes the brunt of that impact. The next point I want to mention is, I think people, they wait too long to go for their dreams and to start the thing they want. And worst of all, waiting until life forces you. I've had so many DMs with guys that'll say, I'll start later, and I'll start when I have more time, I'll start when the circumstances are right, when I've quit my job, and then suddenly a layoff happens, a burnout happens, panic happens, AI changes things. Now they have to make it work, and now they have this horrible pressure on themselves. I decided to just say F it and move to Copenhagen. I quit my job, knowing that this would not be easy. This was just at the beginning of when I started Neosphere. I think I started Neosphere 2 months before the move, or 3 months. I knew this was gonna happen, so I started the channel, started documenting my journey, and people were resonating with that rawness. I was just sharing with people that I had saved up a lot of money, but I didn't know what to do with my life. I was 29 at the time, and waiting more time, that would have been doing a big disservice to myself. Because then as soon as I moved, if I were to build those habits of content creation at that point, when I had a lot of other things on my plate in terms of getting used to the new city, Neosphere might not have existed if I had waited, because I would have waited too long. Another point I want to emphasize is that building a YouTube channel is not just building the channel, it's actually building leverage. And this is not about becoming famous or an influencer or having a bunch of clout. That's not the point. The real value comes in the doors it opens up, the networking opportunities, the proof of work you have, the potentially inbound clients that you will see if you work at this for long enough, and you have a proven system to actually get those clients. And it also becomes a portfolio of your work, a reputation, a trust engine where people come to you, and a small little community that you'll really start to appreciate if you build it around people that you care about. Especially now with AI, authenticity matters more than ever, and personality also matters more. And this is all something you build by actually just doing the videos. So if you have a job right now, that's good. Use it. Let it fund your skills, your content, and your future leverage. Don't wait until you hate your life, or you lose your job, or until you start panicking. Because 6 to 12 months from now, you'll either wish, number one, that you started, or you'll be very glad you did.